Hey everybody, it's Alistair with Northern Knives. We're here to talk to you about the new 748 Benchmade Narrows. It's so hot right now.
So hot.
So thin.
Sorry, there's a dog licking my leg.
The un of boxings.
My God.
The boxing of uns.
I saw this at SHOT Show, so I didn't know what this thing looks like.
It's my job.
Okay.
Well, it definitely lives up to the namesake.
I mean, damn,
Yeah.
right?
Wait,
I mean, it makes the 761 and the 765 look hefty.
Mm-hmm.
it's thinner than my pen.
But it's so much more expensive than the 761 and the 765.
I feel like I'm gonna break this thing.
But it's titanium.
It's
so.
sturdy, you know. It's not flexing or anything like that.
Have we tried?
Well,
So,
It's a little flexible.
if that is, I'm impressed with the quality of the color they got on their anodizing. That is a very uniform and clean finish they got there.
That's what dictates the price tag.
Well, I mean, it's not an easy thing to do, especially at scale, like I'm sure they're doing. I'm sure it's. I wonder if they're in-housing that, or if they're. I wonder if they were
wouldn't-
farming that out.
I can't imagine they're doing that in-house.
You wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
Are we calling
Right,
this
so-
an access lock?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
Axis.
It's definitely a new take on an axis lock.
it's especially handling very many Benchmades over the years. It's a weird thing to have all these familiar features that are just a
Not
little different.
quite, yeah,
like
yeah.
the thumb stud is weird to me.
It's
The axis
shallower.
lock is weird to me.
Yeah, see that?
I do like the size of the blade, but I feel like the handle is unproportional.
I do think it's good looking. I'll give it that. Like, I like the profile. I like the handle shape. I do like a knife with a big hilt. I like the blade shape. I think it's a nice, clean looking drop point. Anybody else here?
Well, I mean, my favorite thing about it is the lock. You know, I would like to see that on more Benchmades. in the future,
Reminiscent-
So hopefully that's
Reminiscent of the
Anthem.
Anthem.
It is
Exactly.
kind of, yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it on bushings or is it on?
There's no way that's on bearings. That's way too thin.
I don't know, man.
Pretty smooth.
Could be inset.
Why didn't we take it apart first?
God damn it.
That's gonna be the first comment too. Why didn't you take it apart? What's the Rockwell?
That's
I
always
think
first.
it's on bearings. Yeah, I would say it is.
It's on bearings.
Look at it.
That is a really thin
those?
set of bearings. Let me see here.
It must be recessed into the scales
Let me
and the
just-
blade. I think it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty ungodly smooth, you know?
It is. It is.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
guess bearings.
yeah, that's gotta be bearings.
Is it drop shotty though?
Ugh.
Unfortunately.
So how much is this thing? 5?
522, I think. 522.
522.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be everybody's take on this. Oh my God, it's expensive. All right. Well, so let's get that out of the way. Yeah, it's expensive. It is Sabenza expensive.
Have we Rockwelled it?
No, they put out specs. And we're gonna go ahead and trust them on that. I don't generally Rockwell anything that's got a spec on it.
Well, I imagine
already.
they use high quality titanium scales because their hardware looks good, like you said. So.
Yeah, yeah. If they're getting such uniformity out of their hardware, I can't imagine they would cheap out on the scale. So it's probably high quality. But man, it is difficult to explain how weirdly thin it is.
Do you think they're gonna do a gold class in it, and how expensive do you think it'll be?
People have been kind of talking about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
But
just,
how
like,
much
guessing,
is that?
like,
Okay, so
1,500.
well,
I guess.
a gold class Crooked River was 1,500. A gold class this.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do, like, inlays even on the handle. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff.
You can put some ivory inlays in
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and
I would see them doing like lightning strike carbon fiber or something, but I wouldn't put ivory. When was the last time they put a natural material on a gold
yeah, for sure. The Sengu, no.
Tengu?
Tengu.
But that was ivory micarta.
No, not the. Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, didn't they put wood on one of the factory ones?
Yeah, the Saibu.
Saibu, that's
Yeah,
what I was trying to think
Saibu
of.
had
The
that.
Saibu had wood, and they used wood on their hunting knives too. So natural materials isn't foreign to them. Ivory, of course, I would seriously doubt because of the logistics of making it uniform.
But I mean, the last exotic material I can remember on a gold class was the Hidden Canyon. They used ostrich in the leather. But most other time they do like hand polish, this and that, carbon
Yeah.
fiber, exotic woods. But I can't
mean-
remember when they did a natural material.
Like for the overhead cam, like
That's a scale work.
I mean, look at that.
You could fit that knife inside that knife.
Yeah.
You can fit that knife inside that knife.
It is a staggering amount of thin.
Stands up though.
Yo, dog, I heard you like knives, so put a knife inside your knife.
Pit my knife.
I'm happy you didn't take it apart because if you look closely, there's no liners.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a pin there that holds the omega springs in place.
Yeah.
So you would have to hold that pin in place while you quickly slam this down on top of
I
it.
don't think there are omega springs in there.
There's some weird spring in there.
There's like
holding
a
the bar
torsion
lock.
spring, but I
Yeah,
don't think it has
it's a
omega
torsion spring that'll function on the same principle as the Anthem, but not in the same fashion.
But
So it's something anchored behind that pushes forward centrally, and it's not two springs that grab the outside and push forward.
I would still like to take one apart. Just
I was still
bearings.
looking
I'm
at
definitely
that
gonna
little
take one of
pin,
these
and
apart.
I was looking at that pin. I'm like, that would be a bitch to put back
I do
together.
like how they're putting the pivot on the backside and then it's clean on the front.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Good design.
You know, I think if I had one of these, the very first thing I would do,
Anodize it.
no, yeah, well, I would do that too. I would put a regular thumb stud on it. I don't
You don't
like
like it?
I don't like that really thin thumb stud.
I mean, it
it's
matches
weird.
with the scales, so that's.
Yeah, I mean,
probably why
imagine
they
having
did
a
it.
taller thumb stud. I feel like that'd be just odd for the
It'd
knife.
be
Well, I mean,
so
but
nice.
look how far the clip sticks out.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
And look how far the axis lock sticks
Okay.
out.
But
you know what I
keep in
mean?
mind, this is a thinner blade than most Benchmates. What are you gonna find? Are you gonna cut it down?
Yeah, I'll modify it. No, I grind it down. I'll grind the threads down, chamfer the edge, grind down the barrel on the other side, make my own. Just make it unique. But I really think it would benefit from what is that? That's probably, if that's titanium, that is it's like an 88 volts. I think
Does
is probably
flex a
that
little
color.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
He's talking to you.
That would be that's a difficult color to replicate in titanium. I will say that.
I don't know if this reminds me of anything.
I mean, it's very unique.
I know. I'm trying to figure out if this is like something that they're just like redoing. Remember when they redid the 690 and then it was the 4A?
Or the hardtail became the Crooked River.
Yeah, but that was the same model.
Yeah, I mean basically.
But like,
I mean, this isn't as fancy as you'd expect, but like, you know, you crash your mech warrior, you get out of the cockpit, and you get out your survival knife. It looks like something
This is
you
not
would
a
whip out
survival
like
knife.
that.
I mean, I appreciate what they're doing. They're taking the success of the bug out and they're parlaying it into something bigger, better, stronger, faster. They're testing where the market will go. You know what I mean? Instead of just making because well, look at what they did with the bug out. I mean, they went carbon fiber M390, and that's a great knife. They even did it with aluminum. I mean, they went real far with that knife. I think this is just what will the market bear? How far can we go with this adding lightness thing?
I feel like they're trying to do another 761, 765. They did the clip right, but the
Yeah.
price is so much more expensive than that knife was originally.
What did the 765 and 761 go for?
4 something.
Yeah,
It was
around
under.
four.
I think it was under 4.
I mean, it was a couple years ago. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
prices
true.
for things
Yeah,
have gone
yeah,
up,
true.
but I appreciate their effort on this. But 522 is
It's a lot to
like
swallow.
Hinder price.
It is. It's a lot.
More than
It's,
hinder.
it's a more than hinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're looking
it's a
at-
lot to swallow.
You're almost looking at a Curtis Custom.
But
Yeah,
with that in mind, I think I would trust Benchmade's heat tube more than I would trust other heat treats.
and
Yeah, we know it's done right.
and have we ever had a problem exercising Benchmade's warranty ever? I mean, very few occasions, and even
Yeah.
then, it's okay. I see where they're coming from.
Yeah.
But more often than not, they give you the benefit of the doubt. So yeah, okay.
When they don't lose the
You
knife.
you pay more up front. That's rare occasions.
Yeah.
Okay, you do pay significantly more up front, but don't lose it. It'll probably last you. I mean, there are guys that come in and get Osborne sharpened that are 154 cm. That's a 20-year-old knife. And if they sent it in for warranty, Benchmade would still do everything they could to take care of it. So that guy, yeah, he paid a premium for that knife when he bought it, but look at it. 20 years later,
Still
it's
kicking.
still in his pocket.
Yeah.
It's still kicking. Benchmade will still fix it. They'll still give him clips and, blades and whatever he needs,
Or
you know.
like the Bedlam. Like they didn't
Yeah.
charge us for a blade replacement.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
charge
Like
us all, yeah.
exactly. So yeah, you pay a little bit more up front. But if it's not just gonna go in a brag bag or in a safe, and you're actually gonna carry it and use it, they're gonna stand behind it forever.
just feel like too, like say what you want about how thin and like weird this knife is. If they just made like a regular titanium folder, no one would have given a shit.
Yeah,
You
it,
know what I mean?
it wouldn't have made headlines
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? It would have just been like, oh, they're just they're just copying somebody
Yeah,
else. You know,
yeah.
name anybody. Name anybody that does slab titanium with an M390 blade. They're copying Chavez. They're copying. You know what I mean? They're copying Curtis.
Yeah.
Name 20 different knife makers that do that. They've got to make a statement with it, and going
They
that crazy
did that,
thin,
yeah.
holy shit.
Well, I think that
that
they're
is a statement.
looking at the serial number, the 748. I think they are sort of going in line with the 765 and the 761, keeping it in that family.
It's in
and
that
then the
neighborhood.
LFDI is a 760.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
what's the Anthem? Is that a
781.
781. So I feel like they're keeping it in that sort of like gentlemanly titanium
Oh, yeah.
higher end folder.
The
So,
7 series.
Yeah, the 7 series.
You know, you were talking about the warranty and all that fun stuff, and I'm like, well, with the prices they charge, they're becoming Snap-on.
Yeah, but I will still buy Snap-on gear. I'll still buy Matco gear.
Yeah.
I mean, for certain things I won't. I'm not going to buy a wire stripper for $175. I'll go to Harbor Freight and buy one for $12, and it'll last me a year and a half and break, and I'll buy another one for $12, and who cares?
Yeah.
But when I'm buying something significant, you know what I mean? Like, I'll go and I'll buy Matco gear. I'll buy Snap-on gear. This is Snap-on and Matco gear. Is what it is. It's, yeah, you pay a premium, but yeah, I mean, you know, you own a ton of Craftsman stuff
So
and American-made Craftsman stuff.
how long do you think it'll be before we sell all of them and we get one traded back in?
I think we'll get one traded back in within 6 months.
That's that long?
Oh.
I think we won't sell any.
I don't know.
We already have 2 people that want them.
I think we
Yeah.
won't sell any before one gets traded in.
Well, I think the 2 that we have, people already want.
No, the two
Yeah.
that we have are already gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But I'm betting we get one back in 6 months. I'm gonna say 6
I
months.
call it 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only
I don't know.
reason I drag out the timeline is because when someone spends that much money, they don't want to admit they were wrong, and they will hang on to it until finally they're like, all right, fuck it, I'm not using this thing.
Do you
it's
know
sitting
who
around.
is buying these? Because that's why I'm on
Oh,
the
all right. You know the specific customer. All right, well, that's a little bit, that's insider trading.
Well, you know, you're not cheating, you're not winning, or something like that.
No, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
There we go, that one. Oh, I said something happier than a clam eating shit. I don't remember how it came
No,
about.
it's happier than a clam or happier than a pig and shit.
I know that at one point in my life I combined the two, and I said that, and
Happier than a clam eating shit.
Thomas didn't think it. He thought it was hilarious, but he's like, "That's not how it goes." I was like, "Well, we're gonna roll."
Well, it is
Yeah,
fucking
it-
now
yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm using it.
Yeah. He's like,
Imagine
"Clams
a
aren't
clam
even."
getting like knocked off a counter and shattering on the floor.
Yeah, happier than a clam eating shit. But it's,
All right.
that's not actually. Yeah, anyways.
I think we all kind of agree. Thumbs up knife, thumbs down price, but that's
Yes.
gonna be thumbs down price. Gonna be everybody's take. There's nothing unique about that.
Yeah.
Every time, I mean, it doesn't matter. Make an expensive knife. They're gonna be people that bitch about. It's expensive. That's
Yeah.
just the way it works.
I almost wish this was an auto.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
You definitely wouldn't take it apart then.
God,
I would.
You imagine the head. That would be. It would be like an Osmo
I would
auto.
need an extra hand.
It'd be worse. It's so thin, you know. you
Yeah,
gotta,
it'd be
like,
dual.
fuck
It'd be
it.
dual
We've
spring.
gotten them back together.
Yeah.
What's the one knife
But
we
they-
didn't? The APB auto or
AP,
APB assist?
the APB.
Is it auto or assist?
No. It was an auto triage we had to send back.
I can get those together.
Even with the
I think it was
auto
an
Yes.
hook.
Yes. It was,
Then it was an APB.
yeah, it was an APB.
APB is the
auto
only one we couldn't get back
or
together.
APB assist, and I couldn't remember which it was, but I was like, I feel so
The,
stupid.
because the APB assists were so weird in that you get them back together and you think it's perfect and everything works, and then it has blade wiggle and you're like, fuck, and you gotta take it back
Yeah.
apart and do it again. Okay, anyway.
I can do barrages in my sleep, but
Yeah.
the APB. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that we can have a unique take because I think
That's gonna be everyone's.
love it, price sucks
Yeah,
is gonna be
yeah,
everybody's
exactly.
take, unfortunately.
We have
But
expensive taste.
I mean, this is more expensive than my Hinderer. It's more expensive than not your Hinderer.
Well, this
Which
one.
one?
Yeah.
Exactly. The one he's carrying, I would
Also, did you
assume.
hear the rules for Alistair buying more hinders?
Oh, what's
You gotta
that?
do this on camera, you
Well,
guys.
We're gonna do it on camera.
We gotta commit it to the internet
Alistair
forever.
is no longer allowed to buy more hinderers unless there are 6 or more in the order, or he trades a hinderer for a hinderer. Thank you, internet. This is there forever, Alistair.
God damn it.
On that
All right.
depressing note, back
So-
to the 10.
Yeah. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yep. Yep, agreed.
Like, comment,
Watch your
subscribe.
fingers.
Yeah.
It is very smooth, it is very clean, it is very well executed,
It's a
all
nut-
that thing.
It's a fingertip
You
fucker.
you are gonna get an amazing warranty, but you are gonna pay for all those things.
Yeah.
Cool.
But you know, in the knife world,
This
you
was-
always pay for
Yeah.
those
This was
things.
the most exciting thing at SHOT Show this year, I will say.
All right. Well, hey, that's a plus. Let's end on that.